Hello, Robs. We're back with more books. I believe this is New Book Arrivals number 207. This book I think I have, but I don't know. A lot of these mass market paperbacks, when you libbib barcode scan them, it shows there's no such entry, so I don't know if I have it or not. But I now have it. Haunted Heritage, heralded across the country in newspapers ranging from the New York Times Book Review and the Baltimore Sun to the Star Tribune and the Denver Post and magazines as diverse as Chicago and Library Journal. The Haunted America series has attracted widespread acclaim as a spectral travelogue through the highways and byways of North America. Haunted Heritage continues the series' recounting of supernatural explorations, collecting a comprehensive compendium of ghost tales penned not by fictioneers such as Poe and King, but passed on by word of mouth and preserved by memory as actual windows to our nation's haunted past. Speaking of King, we got a couple King books again. Stephen King's Pet Sematary, a novel. I know I already have this copy, but I also can just sell the other copy I paid 50 cents for to thrift books, and then for a couple bucks. And then I still have the book, which I'm never going to read. And I also have an early edition of this in hardcover. But my point being is now I can trade this book for that book, and then I have $2 in trade value from thrift books, which is a net profit of $1.50 or something, which doesn't sound like a lot, but you do 100 of those and you go 50. See what I mean? You do 1 million of those, and then I have $1.5 million. I mean, you gotta dream big, right? Right, Bobby? Right, Bubba? Obsessed with pulling these stickers off. I fucking loathe them. Always some of it sticks. But the theory is, and the main reason why I consider thrift books in the equation is that they not only pay for the shipping to them, but yeah, that's the main reason. They pay for the shipping, so I just slap them in a box and say if I have 5 books that I purchased for 50 cents, that's $2.50, and if then I get $15 back, it's worth it. It's basically just a quick swap. Great Mysteries of History. 16 famous unsolved cases of murder, royal intrigue, missing persons and creatures that baffle science. Who was the man in the Iron Mask? Was Jack the Ripper ever caught? Does the lost continent of Atlantis really exist? What became of Anastasia? It's in pretty good shape. 60 cents. Can't beat it. I mean, you could beat it for 25 cents, but... And if I wouldn't have purchased it, it'd probably still be there, but I need fodder just as well. This book I got from an estate sale that was on the last day for 75% off. And I got it with this book, and this book. I believe. Was there another? No. I think I got 3 books, yeah. 3 books, props. I got them for free in the end because all I had was a 50 and they couldn't break it, so she said, just give me 5 singles. And I was like, all right, because I bought a mind reader game from like the 1960s, a board game, so there you go. I don't know if this is worth anything, but for 25, well, for free, more or less, it was well worth it. Even if it was a quarter, I still would have paid. Stephen King Institute, another 60-cent book. I looked it up on what's that place? Thrift Books, but they only would give me 78 cents. And now that is pointless to sell to them, even if it is 18 cents. I mean, minus this, 3 cents tax? Technically, I'd make 15 cents off it, but... And if I was shipping bulk, it wouldn't honestly be a bad idea. Here's another state sale. State sale purchase Schoolcraft College Library. See what year this is. 1962. It looks way older. How to fix some wounds, bruv. Physical fitness. Preface. There it is. Nipples. Oh my god. Oh no, this guy's broke up. Severe degrees of acromioclavicular separation. Give him a sling, bro. This poor guy felt collar tied with stockinette. Oh, I thought that was his football uniform, but apparently that's... What the hell? What's this say? Crown Point Community Library, Indiana. Alright, that's not going to do me any good. Fix that arm. Severe contusion of right thigh. Where? They're pointing to it, but I don't see shit. Oh, I see. It's the knee. I thought a contusion was something different. Look at that, buddy. Simple contusion over lumbar spine, posterior view. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Is that someone's ass? That's his arm. Interesting. I know some athletic trainers, so perhaps I will give it to them. Secret Lives of the USA Presidents. USA. USA. He's laughing underneath there. Who is that? Is that Trump? That's Jimmy Carter laughing. No, is that Trump? Yeah, it is Trump. He's fucking laughing. I thought it was Jimmy Carter for a minute, but I'm like, he's not 45. So I remember, what's that sick bitch from California? Waters. You gotta get on him. 45. Duels. Bribery. UFOs. Number 1. Number 45. Oh, so it must have been written during the Trump first presidency. Well, I mean, technically he won 3 times, but the Illuminati instituted Joe Biden. And that's not a conspiracy theory. That is... I didn't vote for Trump, but, I mean... You don't just stop elections in the middle of the night and say, hey, we're coming back tomorrow. The only time you do that is when you're cheating. It's the only time you do that. I can understand Alaska because they're 17,000 miles away. Anyway, I don't give a shit about these. Men, Money, and Magic. The story of Dorothy Schiff. She owned the New York Post at one time. Give your used books new life. American Association of University Women, Farmington Branch. Wants your book donations all year round. Look for book deposit barrels in Farmington area grocery stores. Or call blah, blah, blah. 1983 sale at the Livonia Mall, September 15th through the 18th. So that was obviously a precursor to Bookstock. There's a timeline of her life. Here it is. Director, Vice President, and Treasurer, New York Post. President and Publisher, New York Post. Owner and Publisher, New York Post. Married Theodore Olin Thackeray. Married Rudolph Sonneborn. Since I collect books on newspapers, I obviously got this. And I got it for free, so that was the bonus. Originally, I thought maybe she was involved with some kind of spiritualism or something, but it doesn't appear that she was, or maybe she was. Yeah. Look at this. First, I thought maybe this was an intentional cover thing, but I believe somebody has put some kind of a laminate on this thing, on this book, or it's like cellophane or something on top of this. And you can see it wrinkling up like it's cellophane. I don't know if it'll come off, but I kind of like the affect. The webbing. I don't know how many Alfred Hitchcock books I now have. I thought that was originally something, but it's looks like some kind of crusty food spill. Alfred Hitchcock presents A Month of Mystery. See if it does come. I don't know. Maybe it's just a fucked up. I still say there's a laminate of some sort on here. But I think if I pull it off, it's going to destroy it worse. Dot. Love me, love me, love me, M.S. Waddle. $1969 Random House. A Month of Mystery. Trying to get to the index of authors, and no, it just goes right into them. I guess it shows them. It shows them all on the back. Yeah, it does. Week of Crime, Mulheim, blah, blah, blah. Week of Suspense, blah, blah, blah. Lawrence Block, he's the only one I recognize so far. Yeah, Lawrence Block's the only one I recognize. So mystery. The Good Old Days, They Were Terrible by Otto L. Batman. And it just shows drinking. Dram shops yawn at every step. The drinking habits of Americans in the good old days paralleled their eating habits. Both were frenzied and excessive. Although never notably sober people, their drinking developed during the period to become a national menace. The per capita consumption of alcohol rising from 8 gallons in 1878 to 17 gallons, blah, blah, blah. Bosses defied reform of city charter. Reigning absolute, they found politicking more profitable than thieving. That's why you have no laws, other than you can't murder, you can't. Basic laws. When you allow a so-called democracy where you can change laws and do whatever you want, then you get what we have now. For all those born prior to 1940, we are survivors. Consider the changes we have seen. we were before television, penicillin, polio shots, frozen food, Xerox, contact lenses, frisbees, and the pill. We got married first and then lived together. How quaint can you be? So yeah, this is just one of those sort of throwaway books with factoids that you could find on your own if you were looking, but this saves you the time. I don't mind these kind of books. Finally found Donna Tartt's The Little Friend Out in the Wild. So far I've found, I think, 4 copies of The Goldfinch, maybe 3. Purchased a copy of this online, but when I received it, it was not what they stated it was. It was an actual ex-library, and it stated in the listing, this is not an ex-library, which is exactly what they sent me, unless they had 2 copies and they messed up. But now I have the book, The Little Friend. I believe it's first edition. Yeah, firsty. $2. Which is more than I usually pay, but since I've been looking for this, I picked it up. Let's see, the spine's got that cupping there. I don't like that, but other than that, it's looking rather good, bruv. The Magician of Krakow, Christina Terska. Obviously, they mean Krakow with K's, but that's how they're spelling it. Just a simple fairy tale of some sort. To Krakow we go. Nothing exciting, but 90 cents. Oh, they did charge me 90 cents. I thought it was 60. I guess it's not regular hardcover, which would be 101. Since it's children's, it's only 90 cents. I had competition today at the thrift store. There was 2 dudes there. Plus the one guy I met several weeks ago who's like, I never saw you there before. And well, I saw you today, buddy. And there was 2 other guys there that were just fucking taking their good old time, which always angers me. I don't mind if you take your time when there's no one around, but when you know other people are looking and you take your time, it's rude. So if somebody crowds me in and the bookshelves, I just walk away and go somewhere else. Look at other stuff until they're done. And I know because I'm cursed that people walk up and stand right next to me when there's like 7 shelves and they'll just stand next to me. I don't know if they're trying to talk, or if you're going to talk, just start fucking talking. But if you're not, go look at the other shelves and get away from me. Goodbye, bro. Goodbye.